There was a woman who met a man on a fetish website who she paid to kill her after she would travel to him in Florida. Bata do, suna do.
Because the story we are talking about today resulted in about 1 crore estimated deaths. This story is also the reason that the term crimes against humanity became famous. There are photos of these children, of these men, just there, children missing limbs and men sitting there, मतलब बच्चे की हाथ उसके मुंह के सामने. Spooky Silsila.
Hello and welcome. I'm Niharika and
I am Tanmay.
this is Spooky Silsila, the podcast where we talk about everything scary, haunted, paranormal, aliens,
Crimes, illegal things.
everything weird, you guys. Everything that you want to know. So leave us a comment, subscribe, do all the things, and follow us on this journey where we tell you about everything that's wrong with the world. Which actually reminds me of something that I read. There was a woman based out of England who met a man on a fetish website who she paid to kill her after she would travel to him in Florida. So she literally went from England.
The only question I have is, did he go to jail?
हाँ कुछ तो चल रहा है उसका अब. Because like in my mind, this is not different from
Autoerotic asphyxiation.
wanting to unalive yourself.
Yeah, I see, close enough. I was in the right ballpark.
I don't know how if he's agreed to it. I understand the legal issues.
It is just autoerotic homicide.
Yeah, this was a very jarring thing to read, and it's been opening on.
And a very weird thing to start today's story with, but here we are.
I have no idea what he's talking about today because they usually don't know what the other person is going to be doing. My last story was the history of vampires, and it was very, very.
Thank God. क्योंकि आज की story is, I can only describe as a net downer. There is not going to be a lot of positive. मेरे को ज़्यादा हंसने की भी चीज़ें मिली नहीं यहाँ पे, because it is historical and violent and
कोई बात नहीं,
weird.
कोई बात नहीं, because
Brave.
we warned you. We warned you. We told you that we're going to talk about everything that's wrong with the world. I don't know what you're talking about, but bata do, suna do. This is already a little bit horrifying. Like I don't want to be this because my energy is a little bit.
मैं कोशिश करूँगा कि I would just suggest कि channel all of that not towards sadness but towards anger. Because the story we are talking about today resulted in about 1 crore estimated deaths. This story is also the reason that the term crimes against humanity became famous. It speaks volumes about humanity. Human abuse की ऐसी कहानियाँ जो मतलब कोई भी सुन के डर जाए और एक कंट्री को इस तरह तोड़ दिया कि even to this day it has not managed to heal itself.
And this is not Germany.
It's Congo. अब colonialism as Indians हमारे लिए is a very personal and deeply painful and complicated part of our history. And Congo के लिए ये कहानी और भी कम सुनने को मिलती है on the world stage. It faced conditions that we as a colonial country also can't imagine went through.
That is not surprising at all.
Grace,
Oh.
जब भी कुछ बुरा लगे सीधे गाल दो. आज बहुत बीप बीप होना है. I think that's the only way of getting through this without
अरे
this.
भाई, but like it is not surprising at all. Every colony was tortured in such a variety of different ways.
When we reach the more bureaucratic points of this, you will realize how stupid these countries are. All of them. They were involved there.
Wait, which countries are we talking about?
All of them.
Like all colonies, including us?
No, colonizers.
Colonizers are stupid.
So, Congo became the personal playground and piggy bank of a king known as Leopold II of what country has managed to now do this? Waffles. Which country?
Belgium.
Perfect. Belgian king. Leopold II was the constitutional monarch of Belgium. Leopold was the heir to the throne. As he was the heir to the throne, he was also a soldier, He was also a part of the government, and this man went to every single colony in the world, including India, to learn how they were functioning. And he became now the constitutional monarch of the country of Belgium, which had seceded, separating itself from the Netherlands.
What year is this?
The separation would, I think, is somewhere in the middle of the 1800s, 40s, 50s के आसपास. And now we are moving forward from around 60s, 70s. So it's said that he's been in power for 10 years. Is where we are starting our
Okay, so 1800s.
1860s, 1870s. He was a man who really wanted that control, influence, power. And uske liye, he learned how to enact that power by seeing the way it was done in all these colonies. And he did not hold a lot of power himself. Constitutional monarchy है. आदमी तो बस दिखाने के लिए बैठा है. तो ये आदमी ने क्या किया? He held a conference called the Brussels Geographic Conference. वहाँ पे he claimed कि there is this place in Congo, in Africa, where all these countries are rushing to claim land. इसने बोला कि मैं ना यहाँ पे slavery खत्म करना चाहता हूँ and I want to develop this civilization on a humanitarian and scientific level. I also want to have our missionaries go there and establish the word of God.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Which is just like इतना मतलब basic colonizer gameplay.
You know what this is reminding me of? Like a little bit. Like you haven't spoken about this yet. But मेरी पिछली story में I was mentioning Vlad the Impaler. His version of things में he's like, I want to eliminate poverty, which meant getting all the poor people into a house and burning it.
Close enough.
This is giving like that.
So ये clearly ruling class की playbook has never changed from the 1400s to the 1800s to even today. When we see this, he decides कि अब थोड़ी ऐसे दूध की धोली टाइप मार्केटिंग करेंगे. He creates this organization called the International African Organization. और वो इसको as एक public hoarding जैसे यूज करता है सामने से कि लोग देखेंगे कि wow, he is going to Belgium and doing so much good in this country. और उस होर्डिंग के पीछे जो झोपड़ी झुक गई है सब में आग लगा देगा. ठीक है.
Basically.
This man ended up making multiple companies with similar sounding names. If one is like the African Association of International Congo Relief, then there is International African Association, Congo African Association of International Relief. कुछ भी आंटू पांटू मिक्स करके डाल दिया. Because he wanted to create a confusion between which organization is doing good there and which organization is doing messed up things. So people can't even report कि क्या हो रहा है उस country में. This was step one. ये क्या करता है? Then he finds this guy who is apparently जिसका मतलब job description was colonial explorer. जहाँ पे this man would visit colonies, figure out कि ये लोग क्या करते हैं, क्या बेच सकते हैं, यहाँ पे हम क्या लूट सकते हैं. And ये आके फिर colonizers को बताता था कि ये हो सकता है. And he was like their bloodhound.
I hate this.
ठीक है. This was a guy by the name of Henry Morton Stanley.
Sounds like somebody who made a bank.
For sure. क्योंकि ये आदमी ने वहाँ जाके लोकल चीफ्स जो थे कॉन्गो के उनको बोला कि I am from a better civilization and I'm smarter. So there is no competition between us. He proved his magical powers by lighting a cigar with a magnifying glass.
Sure.
And it's just like there is no point in resisting us. If you want to have a good relationship with our nation, just sign this document of peace treaty. We'll also throw in alcohol and clothes for you. They're like peace treaty with such a magical nation, so we will agree to it. But that treaty ended up signing over their entire lands to Belgium. It isn't exactly Belgium. The government of Belgium did not let Leopold do this. That is why he started doing this tede kaan wala nonsense. The government themselves had said कि हम ये नहीं करना चाहते. And Leopold ने उल्टे काम से करी. And what ended up happening here was, then there was another conference that was held in 1884, Berlin में. उधर all the colonial powers came. French थे, English थे, Portuguese, Spanish, Europe. कीड़ा Europe. है ना? These guys got together and they were arguing कि अफ्रीका का किसका claim है.
As a continent?
Yes. केक कटेगा तो हमको टुकड़ा चाहिए, इंकी पिंकी पॉन्की करो और आगे
सारी जगह पीछे बढ़े हुए थे, लाइक हमारे भी उसमें हमारे
आइडेंटिकल
सेम थिंग.
pretty much what is happening 1884 मतलब अभी भी हमारा वही चल रहा था. This is happening simultaneously and there was impacts historically like a ripple effect which you'll see. So these countries are sitting there discussing कि इस अफ्रीका का टुकड़ा कौन लेगा, हमको ये पीस चाहिए, वो पीस चाहिए, नॉर्थ में ही है तो साउथ में ही है. While they're fighting, this man, ये चंट चतुर चालाक, उसने क्या किया, he goes there and he says अपनी वही ह्यूमैनिटेरियन स्पीच कि I want to have development here, I want to have Christian missionaries go here.
Wait, I have a question. So the government of Belgium did not want to do this. So ठीक है, understood. ये बंदा रूलर है, ठीक है, in some regard थोड़ा influencer power है इसके पास. Was he doing all of this for personal gain or was he wanting to do it as like a, of course personal gain, but like as कि नहीं मैं चाहता हूँ कि बेल्जियम के पास ये हो.
गेम वही है पूरी इस कहानी की कि आदमी ये सिस्टम क्या क्रिएट कर रहा है यहाँ पे एंड हाउ दिस सिस्टम अफेक्टेड द कॉन्गो. एंड एज वी गो थ्रू द स्टोरी यू विल सी जो आपका सवाल है इज एसेंशियली द कोर ऑफ दिस स्टोरी कि ये करना क्या चाहता था ये. बिकॉज वॉट ही डज हियर इज ये यहाँ पे अपने झूठे ये वाले कहानी सुना देता है कि हमको ह्यूमैनिटेरियन चीज़ें करनी है, हमने वहाँ डेवलपमेंट करनी है, तो ऐसा करो सब लोग ये करेंगे. एंड ही ऑल्सो एंडेड अप मेकिंग सम डील्स कि जितना परसेंटेज ऑफ इसमें से हमारे को जो भी अगर कोई रिसोर्स मिलेगी वट एवर वील डू सम परसेंटेज प्रॉफिट शेयरिंग विच आई थिंक वॉज विद द फ्रेंच. ही हैड टू गिव सम पार्ट ऑफ द एरिया टू देम. एंड उसके बाद देयर वर कंट्रीज दैट सपोर्टेड हिज क्लेम एंड द वन दैट लेड that support was, take a guess?
Britain.
No, not Europe, not a European country. That was like a very big influence जिसने बोला कि हाँ तुम ये कर डालो.
Was it the US?
Yes.
He
The US backed the Belgium claim to do this entire thing in 1884.
But I don't like this.
Modern history has taught us that you cannot trust anybody. ये डिस्कशन हो गया एंड इन 1885 कॉन्गो इज लेबल्ड एज द कॉन्गो फ्री स्टेट, लियोपोल्ड की पर्सनल टेरिटरी. नोबडी एल्स ओन्स इट बट लियोपोल्ड द सेकेंड ऑफ बेल्जियम. नो ओवरसाइट, नथिंग. नाउ दिस मैन हैज एस्टैब्लिश्ड कंट्रोल. इसकी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस जो इसने बनाई थी जिनका ये खुद चेयरमैन बन गया आर द वंस रनिंग ऑल ऑफ दिस. They are bringing in companies and while this is happening they say कि हम इस कंट्री में आए, वो देखो खाली ज़मीन, यहाँ पे तो किसी का घर नहीं है, ये स्टेट की है, कैपिटल एस स्टेट. ये फॉरेस्ट, यहाँ पे भी किसी का घर नहीं है, स्टेट प्रॉपर्टी. ओ लुक रिवर, नो हाउस, स्टेट प्रॉपर्टी.
I swear to God, which is why
वाइल्ड लाइफ, I don't see a house on that elephant. State property. Everything is state property. First, the people are cut off from their land. कि उनके पास अपना land नहीं है कोई. Then, they even cut off resources. Everything that is sold, everything that is happening there, जो भी वो collect कर रहे हैं, जो भी उनकी अपनी वो खाने पीने की सामान है, सब कुछ, all that sale goes through the market established by these European powers. तो वो एक डिपेंडेंस क्रिएट कर रहा है. टू एस्टैब्लिश एब्सोल्यूट कंट्रोल विद इन कॉन्गो, द बेल्जियन क्रिएटेड अ थिंग कॉल्ड द फोर्स पब्लिक, which was a local force comprised of all the people in lower ranks, all led exclusively by the European officers. And they would essentially conscript छोटे छोटे बच्चे and even आसपास के local communities against each other to watch over each other and essentially make sure that they were doing things according to the European powers.
Chugli.
It is not just chugli. These people became the tools of the oppression of their own people. And यहाँ पे whenever they took over the lands and they made these people bring them any resource they were looking for, which was initially an ivory trade that was not possible in lockdown, तो वो डूब गई. That ivory trade turned into rubber का trade. रबर के ट्रेड के लिए everything became rubber. उस एरा में is when we see the rise of motorcycles and cars into the world. As motorcycles and cars are coming, the demand for rubber is increasing. That is what Belgium was fulfilling from what it was extracting through Congo. उसकी वजह से there became a daily quota that these people had to fulfill. Each and every slave would have to provide that quota, and these force public soldiers जो थे were responsible to make sure that they would fulfill it. And if they missed quota, people were not just beaten and assaulted, they were mutilated, tortured, whipped with, I think it's a hippo hide whips, which are thick whips. जो they are said कि कुछ टाइम बाद अगर आप लोगों को मारो, they die. It's that bad. And they would even hold hostage their families, wives, children, everybody, just so that they would fulfill their quotas. And in case किसी का quota नहीं होता, they would end up chopping off their arms and giving it to them.
Very Taj Mahal mentality.
There are photos of these children, of these men, just there, children missing limbs, and men sitting there in with their मतलब बच्चे की हाथ उसके मुंह के सामने. And this is what.
Wait, but tell me this. What were they getting out of maintaining अपने neighbor पे चुगली करके इनको मिल क्या रहा था?
Not being a part of the slave force, not having to hit quotas every day, be tortured by the police, get assaulted, kidnapped, raped.
Wait, so that was an option?
It's not an option. It is just who got picked. It is sheer लोगों को इकट्ठा करके slave labor, and then using those very people to torture their people. Because if these guys did not hit quotas, or these guys, the force did not administer quotas, they would end up in those situations. And you might as well be the guy torturing than being tortured. तुम नहीं करोगे तो तुम्हारी फैमिली के हाथ काट देंगे.
इतना मतलब ये स्लेव लेबर इकोनॉमिक्स करने की कोशिश कर रहे थे. इनको क्या लग रहा था कि मतलब हम ये लार्ज स्केल पे ये करते रहेंगे म्यूटिलेशंस, एंड दैट विल बोर्ड वेल फॉर द वे दैट वी वांट टू रन दिस इकोनॉमी. ह्यूमैनिटेरियन अब्यूज असाइड,
It was working.
that's crazy.
They said कि we are publicly, they said we are coming here to abolish slavery. Also they said this because they wanted to essentially counteract the Islamic slave trade that was happening. So they wanted to bring in their own Christian this thing into the region.
Lovely.
ये कीड़ा यूरोप का हमेशा से रहेगा. उसकी वजह से they came here and now they established a hidden entire slave economy. And while this is happening, that force was also completely fucked mentally, because they would not provide for these guys. उनको खाना पीना, ammunition, weapons कुछ नहीं मिल रहे, and अब इनको कुछ नहीं मिल रहा, so they would have to go and hunt animals. तो उन्होंने जाके अपनी बंदूकें इस्तेमाल करी जो उनके हाथ लग गई. उसकी वजह से these people realize कि ये लोग कुछ गलत करेंगे, तो अब इनको ammo भी नहीं देनी. ammo भी अब हम बड़ी fixed उसमें देंगे कि तुम सिर्फ इसको लोगों को मारने के लिए इस्तेमाल करोगे, और जब तुम किसी को मारोगे तुम उनका राइट हैंड काट के लाओगे एज प्रूफ.
थोड़ा flabbergasted हो गया, like
Yeah, this happened because 1850s में when India did its entire revolt,
हाँ,
and this guy Leopold was around. He knew that they had ended up providing the supplies to these rebels, so he created this system जहाँ पे they did not have excess ammo and weaponry lying around ताकि revolt ना हो पाए. This man learnt all of this from reading about and experiences first hand ये बाकी colonies.
this is wild in the worst way.
अब he created this black market economy for weapons, ammo and hands, जिसकी वजह से if these men went around hunting, they would then go to a local village and chop off hands. उनको तो बस हाथ दिखाना है ना, गोली मारी की नहीं अलग कहानी है. तो there became a black market for hands. People were bartering using these things. हम तेरे को bullets देंगे, तो हमको weaponry दे, और हम तेरे को hands देंगे.
That's insane, because
There are recorded events of people and entire villages के हाथ next to fires being dried and the entire village was just there watching this happen.
These are systems that are being built and मतलब आप या तो उसके within that survive करो, नहीं तो आप ostracize हो जाओ.
Ostracize?
In the sense कि from society altogether and then you have zero options, तो भी आप मर ही रहे हो.
No. You had no option there.
मैं भाई बोल रहा हूँ.
There is no ostracizing from society. तुम खत्म हो सीधे dead. You are not functioning. तुम्हारा पहले फैमिली को मारा पीटा तुम नहीं हो रहा तो तुम अगले तुम. Mutilation. These guys were. Evil is polite for what these guys were. All of this is happening in 1890s में a reverend from the US hears about what a great place Congo has become because of Leopold's actions. He's like, this king is absolutely raving about what an amazing colony he set up there and itna unka benefit ho raha hai. They are being civilized by the Western society. He has 3 parts of his name and the first was George Washington.
Oh, that's not great.
And then last mein kuch aur. He was a black reverend.
Okay, also not great.
Yeah. He decides to go to the Congo after listening to itna raving reviews. He's just appalled by what he's looking at. And the first thing he does is he writes an open letter to the US government and Leopold, talking about what he's witnessed and what he expects to happen. Here what you would expect is when the US finally hears कि ये हो रहा है and the rest of the countries see this open letter, they're like कि we have to intervene. Some action happened. US, nothing concrete happened.
क्यों होगा?
Just there was no information there. कुछ अगर कोशिश भी हुई, we don't
पर वो
know.
सपोर्ट नहीं कर रहे थे बेल्जियम को.
They did. That was 5 years ago. US finds out, France finds out, Britain finds out. It reaches back home to Belgium. Belgium में once it reaches, Leopold employs counter tactics where he brings forth this female journalist and उसको बोलता है कि तू मेरे लिए propaganda लिखेगी. And she starts printing counter propaganda. वो अपने kingdom में वो छाप रहा है. And when Belgium को France and Britain threaten करते हैं कि we've heard about what you're doing and we are going to take action against you. Belgium बोलता है कि you aren't going to take any action, otherwise I will partner with Germany and let them invade you.
अभी तक फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड वॉर नहीं.
Honestly, it seems like Belgium ने idea दिया Germany को काफी चीजों का.
That's crazy.
There were other people also who witnessed all of this happening in Congo. Journalists ended up going there. A lot of people, famous authors ended up there. And the most iconic ones are Mark Twain and Arthur Conan Doyle. And they have written entire books जिनके content is some of the basis for what I have in this story.
Wait, was it propaganda or was it?
Investigative journalism, basically.
Oh, thank God.
They went there to do their own investigations, and as they were doing their investigations, and that ended up creating a economic and social pressure on Belgium to look into what was happening there.
I feel like we've reached a point of unforgivable already. I know this only gets worse. भाई अपने रूलर को डिस करो, कुछ करो, कीप हिम अंडर कंट्रोल. क्या चल रहा है?
So I believe this is where it became very famous, where people were comparing ki, oh, Hitler killed 6 million people and we call him the worst person, but this guy has killed arguably 10, 15 to 20 million Congolese people and we don't even know about him. But that is what is I hate to say this, the absolute genius of this man. ठीक है कि he created मतलब इस आदमी ने सारे वो infinity stones of colonial nonsense लिए and mixed them up and used that to conquer and suppress information coming in and out of Congo. That is why they did not know what was happening. जब भी यहाँ से कोई भी अगर कुछ जाके वहाँ रिपोर्ट करता था, half the time they wouldn't even know कि किस organization की बात हो रही है. And even if they knew कि कहाँ क्या चल रहा है, ये अपना counter propaganda कर रहा था. And while this is happening, ऐसा नहीं है कि it is personally being sold. they've brought in outside companies to do the entire rubber trade and वहाँ से ivory trade and I'm fairly certain slave trade.
100%.
So while this is happening, these companies are giving him allegedly up to 20% kickbacks personally.
How do you sleep at night?
Pretty well with a lot of mistresses. After all these famous authors wrote about it and it created such a public hullabaloo, तो यहाँ पे they created a international inquiry panel into this. As they're sitting here in around 1903 in this international inquiry panel, यहाँ पे इन्हीं के लोग बैठे हैं कि होय यहाँ क्या हो रहा है. They see all of this happening and they ended up blaming some corporate random dude called Gustav Caudron. उसको पकड़ा है like he is responsible for all of this atrocities that are happening here. इसने ये torture and ये सब allow किया and हमको तो वहाँ पे पता भी नहीं चल रहा था क्या हो रहा है, तो इसको जेल में डाल दो.
लियोपोल्ड ने अपने लिए चंपू ढूंढ लिया. स्केपगोट उसका
Scapegoat was always there, na? Scapegoat were the multiple companies. Scapegoat was the fact कि all of this was being carried out under these corporations. And while this was happening, he created a force जिसमें लोग अपनों को मार रहे हैं.
But this is not surprising in the sense that slavery still exists now. Like the modern slave trade is still a thing.
Where this leads, ये जो snowball that we are talking about, जो आप slave trade की बात कर रहे हो, is from this nonsense. And ये उसी में जा रहा है. To the point where they used to have wars between the local slave trades. These guys in Congo and their slave army would fight these Islamic slave armies in skirmishes to gather resources. It is wild when you look at these stories.
If I was to draw like a flowchart of this, you're just watching this guy kind of sit right at the very top and create chick wale day-to-day kind of issues so that people just continue destroying each other and communal violence and technically gang wars that are kind of happening within all of this.
Yeah, and it's a playbook जो तब यूज हुई आज यूज होती है. That's basically जो हमने बोला स्टार्टिंग में. Even after ये इंक्वायरी बैठाई गई and they did all of this, there were still more incidents that happened, especially one which was called the Bokongo massacre, जहाँ पे these private force went to a village to get hands and get people to participate in the trade and quotas. And उस टाइम पे they ended up killing 150 people, majorly comprising of women and children, just to collect hands. ये लोग, they were broken systematically. The Congolese, they were afraid of even the idea of the government approaching their villages. अगर इनको distance में steamers दिख जाते थे approaching, the entire village used to run away. कि भाई ये गवर्नमेंट आ गई, we can't do this. Rubber is
100%.
कि ये हम रबर में अगर घुस गए ये हमारी जिंदगी खत्म हो जाएगी. And there were so many cases where entire communities, villages would just get up and walk off Congo. कहाँ गए, किधर हुआ, no idea.
That's honestly better than whatever fate was in store for them. So.
And I'm fairly certain it would have still resulted in ending up in the hands of some colonial power and as slaves. Once you don't have land, once you don't have your own community, that also leaves you completely vulnerable.
I mean, if you're moving as a community and you kind of become travelers, essentially.
All of this violence and all of this atrocities isn't even what broke the camel's back. What ended up happening was Leopold had too many scandals. He ended up, I think, getting infatuated with a French prostitute who he turned into a baroness and used to spend a ton of all of this profits that was coming in from this, I mean, absolute atrocious nonsense.
I really want to know how old he was during
50s, 60s. He's doing this and the government and the people then have like a full lashback ki you are doing too much, it is all nonsense, we want you to give up your control of Belgium because there have been too many complaints about what is going on in that country, so we now need you to back off your claim. even after that, the government had officially taken over that area of Belgium from them and paid Leopold for it,
Oh, okay.
which allegedly is in modern equivalent close to $1 billion.
That's. What do you say to something like that?
Yeah. And
Like he's still walking away
just walking away.
that with an insane amount of money.
Yeah.
And even if he supposedly loses like whatever basic power that anyways within Belgium didn't really matter very much because he was primarily functioning as like a private party.
This happened around 1908, where the entire idea of the Congo Free State was dissolved and Congo was brought under Belgium. Leopold went off with his money and died, I think, a year later.
It deserved so much worse.
Even after this, the Belgian government didn't do anything to improve. They maintained control, they treated it like a colony, and around the 1960s, जब they declared independence and tried to form their own government, Belgium, along with
The US.
the USA, ended up kidnapping their freedom fight वाला जो leader था, keeping him in custody, and in 1961, Patrice Lumumba was assassinated under direct control of the Belgians,
Why?
which then threw this entire region into, I think immediately after was 10 years of dictatorships and then constant wars, never abolishing the slave trade that existed there. The very thing they said they were stepping in for. And we're talking about 1961.
This is a PR stunt at the end of the day.
किसके लिए?
Belgium.
What PR stunt?
कि अच्छा ठीक है ओ वेट हमारा प्रिय लियोपोल्ड बहुत ही गंदे काम कर रहा था तो अब उससे ले लिया है हमने एंड कॉन्गो इज सेव्ड नाउ
Because in Belgium, Leopold is also called the Builder King.
और
The king who's built इनके जितने educational and administrative institutions थे.
दैट्स अ टैक्टिक
And it is very clear because once you listen to the entire story of how this man came to be, how he learnt power, and what he employed in this region, it was a man who, if you remember, 40s, 50s, 60s के आसपास, Belgium is seceded from Netherlands, and now he needs to build a nation. He knew the only way to do this was to exploit somebody outside. तो गवर्नमेंट से कुछ नहीं हो रहा, गवर्नमेंट ने मना कर दिया हम नहीं करेंगे. इस आदमी ने उल्टी उंगली से वहां पे डाला एंड पैसे निकाल के इधर डाल गया. बट इज आई फुल्ली बिलीव पर्सनली, पर्सनल ओपिनियन है बट है कि द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ बेल्जियम वॉज कंप्लिसिट इन इट एंटायरली एंड दे ओनली वर एक्टिंग व्हेन दे न्यू दैट
कि अब बैकलैश आएगा
अब हम डिफेंड नहीं कर पाएंगे.
100%. Even if there is no paper trail and there is nothing to prove this man holds enough power as a monarch where to have some of these things mobilized, he needs the support of the Belgian government. हो ही नहीं सकता that they did not know.
Why?
Impossible.
And in doing so led to the death of a minimum of 1 crore, that is 10 million, with estimations locally being 15 to 20 and higher end of 25 million, which is 2.5 crore. That is, imagine this, they did this to a place which was multiples of time bigger than Belgium.
Yeah.
A place जिसकी population was in मतलब multiples of what was in Belgium.
Yeah, but that is something that we also understand, no?
That is what I'm saying.
In a rice grain जैसी कंट्री ने आके हमें बर्बाद कर दिया था इतनी बड़े नेशन को.
Yeah, because they systematically broke down all of the people and the local systems and used them to build अपना एक eco.
started by gaining trust, saying कि collaborate करते हैं. Collaboration became very
Same thing. Like even that, I would honestly say rat bastard, whatever what his name was, the bloodhound who went and found all the problems, Henry Morton Stanley. Somebody like him, he pointed out कि ये systematic problems and weaknesses हैं. तो यहाँ जा, ये बेच, ये उठा, ये कर. This idiot, Leopold, पहली बार घुस के try to do ivory trade and वो चली नहीं. And then they switched to rubber when he said कि तू आके rubber का काम. And that rubber वाला काम happened at such a peak time जहाँ पे world needed rubber और कहीं उग नहीं पा रहा था. And this man had a solid 20 से 25 साल of doing this. 85 में power आई, 1908 में चला गया. 23.
But sometimes लगता है like where is karmic justice, because क्या ही चल रहा था. These people in Congo did not deserve any of this.
Man, imagine this. आज तक इन्होंने इनके लिए कुछ नहीं किया उसके बाद बेल्जियम में.
नहीं कर.
No repayments, no trying to help them establish systems, nothing. It is very recently, I'm not sure क्या date है, like I'll put it here, that they have returned the remains of Patrice Lumumba.
क्यों करें reparations? Expensive है. बर्बाद करके अपना फायदा करके चले गए.
The reason I picked the story was it puts together in a very short time frame exactly how a colonial power manipulates and takes advantage of maybe an unorganized country. But this is still how, maybe in a less direct way, of how it was carried out all over the world by different powers.
Yeah.
इनके केस में it was just so aggressive and so terrible, and we rarely hear about the toll that Belgium took.
बहुत ही expansionist powers like Britain, you know, are the powers that we really genuinely focused on, especially for us in India. But
उनके shadow के नीचे टिंगे पुंगे बहुत कुछ करके चले गए.
exactly.
I mean, I realize it's a fairly heavy topic which I'm certain everyone has something to say about. So please, कुछ ना कुछ आप डाल देना comments में. We'd love to at least hear about your perspective. And
Yeah, I feel like it's good to put a mirror to situations like these. Take the time to tell those stories, remember the people, talk about places where justice is still lacking.
I think we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah.
Hopefully with a more light-hearted story. No promises. And see you next time. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.